Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Cujo here, and Fortnite Chapter 7 is finally here after a long time of waiting through the unbearable Simpson season. I am so glad I get to forget all about it. But yeah, Fortnite Chapter 7 is here, and I have some thoughts. So let's dive in. All right, so now that we're loaded in, first things, first main thing I want to talk about is the failure to stabilize DirectX 12 on this version of the game. I've tried both versions of the API, whether it be performance or just DirectX 12 directly, and both crash. You cannot get through a game without crashing, so you're forced to play on old DirectX 11, which for older hardware is fine, but on newer hardware, DirectX 11 basically holds your system back a decent amount. So not too happy about that, but I'm sure they'll fix it. So it's really not that big of a deal. Obviously, we're surfing in. Not my favorite mechanic, but again, this is a public match. It's cool. You know what I mean? Like, they've not done it before. It's interesting. I'm not mad about it. I've heard a lot of people complaining, and it's like, bro, calm down. You know what I mean? Like, you just can't choose where you want to drop. Which, I mean, it's helped me unlock most of the map to this point. I've not really played that much because I've been crashing so much, but so yeah, that's all I really have to say about that. I had to lock in on this kid. Hopefully I don't die off spawn. I don't want to peek that. Bro, what is happening? It's out of ammo. This kid should still be here. Is he on the roof? It's on the roof. So yeah, most of the players you fight in these public matches are AIs. I do think the decision that they made to disable every other game mode, including ranked, is a good way to get people playing Battle Royale, which was a big problem. Everyone was just playing Reload and so on and so forth. It's just completely abandoning Battle Royale altogether. So I think it's a good way to get people back into it and at least give it a try, you know what I mean? Like, some people, new season comes out, they're not leaving Reload, you know what I mean? Like, they don't even want to try it out. Hold on, this guy over here. Like, this guy's a prime example of what I'm talking about. Saw footsteps on my right. Dude, I literally saw your footsteps. Oh, we got a real player. Hold up. This Oh my gosh, and of course I find a real player and I have the worst shotguns possible, man. Brings me to my next point. The loot pool is wishy-washy. And Force AR is not my favorite. The normal AR, the Deadeye, whatever, with the sight on it is decent. It doesn't feel like real hit scan. Yeah, I swear I'll be aiming on somebody and just nothing is hitting, but that could just be my bad aim, so take that with a grain of salt. It just doesn't feel as good. The new hit markers I really like. I think they're really clean. I'm never going back to Legacy. I like the sound. It is a little hard to tell when you've cracked somebody or not, because they make similar sounds as when you just hit somebody like normally. The Iron Pump I think is a really solid, hard-hitting, well-rounded shotgun, and then the Twin Hammers are one of the worst things I've ever played with. Please don't use it. Even the mythic version, I cannot believe people are picking that up and carrying it. Don't use it. Unless it's zero build, dude, please do not use the Twin Hammer, pump, shotguns, whatever. I can't even think about what it is. I don't want to think about what it is. They're just a disgrace to the game. The SMGs are, I would say, the most balanced SMGs we've ever had in the game. They're not too powerful, but they are pretty punishing if you're not paying any attention, and they can apply decent pressure. Self-revive. It kind of, I think the idea of it, I'll get into the whole reviving thing in a second. I just got no scoped. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh, I can't play the game and talk, dude. Oh my gosh, I just can't do it. They don't let me, bro. Somebody's contesting my chest, bro. It's not that deep. And I get no scoped twice. Oh my gosh. Sniper. Balanced. I don't think it's broken. The fact that that dude killed me out spawn with it is insane. I think that's majority of the weapons. At least they're in competitive. Everything else, it doesn't really. Public battle royale, you know what I mean? Like the lightning gun is cool. Like I think some items in the loot pool are specifically designed to add a fun gimmick to the game for a casual player to enjoy. That's the one problem I have with rank not being in, is I can't get away from it. So it's like, you got people coming up to you, shooting lightning bolts and destroying everything. Shockwave grenades, people just run away infinitely. Cars, just driving all around. Like, I mean, that stuff has just always made me, like, question everything about why I play this game. That said, the wingsuit is so close to being such a good mobility item. As far as the actual flying with it and rotating with it is balanced. The animation is what makes it completely and utterly useless for the most part. Let's say you're playing an endgame, right, and you need to rotate. It's a max pool because this game loves that. And now you have to do a 5-second animation where someone can just spray you, and you really think one person is just going to look at you and spray you? You know what I mean? You have to perfectly time it to when everyone else is using it, and even then, you can still get unlucky. Like, somebody is going to get sprayed at from front side. So it's like, it should take the animation out. I think it should be instant. You instantly launch up. Like, that's still, you're still going to get beamed. You just don't stand still. Like, that's my beef with the mobility item for competitive. Another problem I see with this chapter is the servers. They feel really bad, and Texas servers just don't exist. They're in, the only two servers I've been getting are Mexico City and Iowa, both of which I have 60 ping. It's not good. Like, it's just, if you have central servers in Texas, I want to play in this Texas servers every time. I don't want to be flip-flopping around to high ping servers that are nowhere near Texas. And like, that's my biggest problem with it. Like, those Iowa and Mexico City are not near Texas at all. They're just not. Same problem with like NA East, you know what I mean? You have Virginia and Ohio. Like, that doesn't even make sense. But I digress. So aside from my beef with the server locations and the servers that are being force-fed to me, like, I wish I could select one. Like, it's cool, honestly, it's cool to have 3. Like, I think you should have 3. People in Mexico City can play on their server, Texas can play on their server, Iowa can play on their server. Be able to select it. Like, it just force feeds me whatever it feels like, and the one I have the lowest ping on is, I've not played on it yet. The game feels really bad, but again, it's pubs. I don't really care. I'm hoping they fix it before, you know, I start playing tournaments. The map, I like and don't like the map, if that makes sense. I don't like the balloons flying around everywhere. Severely dislike the balloons flying around everywhere. Anomalies, again, in public matches, I think it's fine. I think it adds a cool, you know, aspect to the game. I'm glad it's not in competitive. I personally don't like the anomalies. Alright, purple enforcer. Let's see if the enforcer is actually useful, like, up close. 134, my gosh. See, like, if you tap fire with this thing... What the heck? Did you just take my kill? See, when you spray it, it just doesn't... So if y'all just saw that, I was jumping and ADSing at the same time. Why we added that, I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea. A lot of people have been saying it's great. This doesn't make any sense to me. I'm literally playing Titanfall. Here I go with the lag, bro. Okay, that kid got to work, though. About what do I like about the season? AI, boss, things. Hold up, bro. I think this is one of them. Yeah. $30. I just need to quick dub this kid. Dude, I'm shooting this dude, it's not doing any damage. It's so laggy, like I can't build fight, I can't do anything. Like, this is the thing, bro. This is... I can't even shoot. Like, I can't with the lag, bro. It's so impossible to play this game. Dude, Epic Games, I have had it up to here, bro. I really have. I'm gonna play NA East for the sole purpose of this video, bro. I can't. Fix NA Central, please. I can't do anything. 80 ping every single game. It's actually infuriating. If that's how competitive is like, I might genuinely quit this game. Like, bring Dallas back. Like, I don't even understand why we're scared of using a Dallas server. I don't understand. I don't understand. Smoothness of the game outside of DirectX 12 issues. So on DX11, the game runs pretty well. What is that? All right, it's just a floating ball out there. If the bosses and mythics are incompetitive, I don't think it's a good change. I think it's better than more balanced than medallions, so I'm glad medallions are gone and we never have to deal with them again. However, being a boss is not any better, dude. It's just not, and it never will be. Can we stop doing that? There's nothing to gain as a competitive game to put people on different playing field. Okay, this is interesting. Oh, I might have just found my solo drop. Before I was rudely interrupted my last game by a mythic alien. The jump ADSing, this right here, is a no-go for me, personally. Do I think it'll be the new tech? I don't really know. It just, maybe it's useful in zero build. I just feel like side jumping with it in a build fight to try to hit a higher damage shot is just not realistic. I mean, I'm sure some people will get really good at it. I don't know. I just don't see it. Also, I'm pretty sure this is the dude with the shotguns, so let's just... I love how this thing just... For example, I am not going to pick that up. So I have morals. So this is the only variant of the twin hammers that's decent. Because it hits like an iron pump, but shoots twice as fast. And I'll pick it up just for sake of showing y'all I'm dead. Prime example of why you don't pick up a boss thing. Oh my gosh, bro. It's every season, bro. They do something stupid like that. What was that animation? 30 seconds, I can't do anything and can be shot. Oh, brother. Prime example, don't pick it up. It's terrible. Please, if I catch any of you using the mythic item that's undroppable, by the way, and will get you killed every time you try to pick it up, is your fault you died. Stop picking it up just because it's mythic. The guns, use it. The abilities, stop using it. It shouldn't be in the game to begin with. Like, I don't understand what their obsession is, bro. Everyone needs to be Thanos. Just create a game mode and move on. It doesn't need to be in the core game. Moving on, new movement. They changed movement, not the animations. Animations are the same, but you will notice that your character does not move the same way it did last chapter. It's a little, I would say, smoother, but also snappier. It feels more controllable. It's a little bit of a learning curve from what we were playing on, obviously, since it's new, but it's definitely better. It's a good change for the actual movement. I think they should have brought pickaxe animations back and old movement animations back, but they're never going to bring it back. And anybody that's holding out on that, move on. It is not coming back. This is the harsh truth. I think they should have a way to toggle it on, in my personal opinion. Also, simple builds, it's a new feature. I don't even know what it does. Please don't use it. Spend 1 hour, even a week, just 1 hour a week, and learn how to press a couple of buttons, please. Like, don't try to shortcut it. Literally just learn how to press some buttons. If you can shoot your gun, you can build and edit on just an hour a week, I promise you. Not just mindlessly doing it, but actually intentionally trying to get good at the skill. You will get better at it. And if you're just a casual player, guess what? You will learn how to build and edit and play casually. And every casual game you play, you'll be winning most of the time, because most casual players don't even take any amount of time to just learn to press a couple of buttons. You don't need to be Peterbot to build and edit. You just don't. So I got an AI, Muddy Boots 7, obviously a real player, obviously. As you can tell, I am mildly irritated. People are making it very difficult for me to actually talk and play this game. And I've died like 8 times. Not actually 8, I think this is my 5th game, but still 5 games to record this. I feel like I've gone through all my talking points and I haven't made it out of zone 1. So I'm gonna lock in, win this game. Like, now that I've died so many times, it put me in a bot lobby and no one's even here. So now that I've switched to East, the game feels pretty good. On East, I get around 30 ping, which is what I get on Central too. So it's like, if I was actually getting the Texas servers, I think the game would feel great, but I'm just not. Yeah, I got no problem building and editing, doing all that fun stuff. The jiggling is still in. I don't understand. I don't understand. They added that in the Simpsons season. Please stop making things jiggle. Again, a pointless mechanic that it's just, there's no reason for it to be in. The general consensus in my brain is Epic Games tries to do too much. The design of the game, the whole concept and idea was so crazy as is. This game is crazy. At the core, fundamentally, this game doesn't need all this crazy stuff to be crazy. When you're stacked crazy on crazy on crazy on crazy, it becomes too crazy. I think most people would agree with me. It is a pretty big problem with this game. Like, they just add so much stuff that doesn't need to be in the game. It just needs to be simple, and it never is. I'm curious about this jumping and shooting. This kid's also running away, and I have no movement, so it's like, I'm never gonna catch up to this dude, but hopefully he's just like camping up here or something. Just go towards this fight. I would love to win a game, but at this point, I don't even know if that's possible for me. Can't tell if this kid's on simple edit or just 0 ping. Oh, simple edit. I need to get down. I'm getting chopped. I can't even tell. That kid was editing so fast. It looked like simple edit. I really don't know. The kid was panicking though. So NA East is a little sweatier than Central, but I mean that's to be expected when everyone on Central is at like 1,000 ping. Did I get the Dark Voyager skin already? Bro. So yeah, the jumping and ADSing, I think there's going to be some cool uses for it. I don't think it's game breaking. I don't think it should have been added. We gotta stop changing how this game works from a fundamental standpoint, i.e. simple edit, simple builds, jumping and ADSing. You're changing core things about the game that shouldn't be messed with. There has to be consistency, and that's the one thing this game lacks more than anything is consistency. You're playing a different game every single update. I don't know what that clicking sound is. What is that? What is this clicking sound? What am I supposed to be doing? There's a dude here. Almost died there. I didn't think he was still here. If anybody's looking to play ranked, just play NA East. Kid deserved every second of that. So yeah, I feel like the game runs pretty smooth outside of DirectX 12. Say the input lag is a little worse since you're playing on one thread. Anyway, this doesn't use a lot of your CPU. DirectX 11 can only use so much of your CPU. DirectX 12 is the way to go for input lag. I think raw FPS is still higher in DirectX 11 though, no matter which way you slice the cake. Oh my gosh, I just healed. But he thinks I'm just gonna let that happen? Can't pick any of this up. What in the world? I didn't even see him. Pop all this, pick the sniper up. Oh my gosh, we might actually win the game. It's one player left. Need to kill this guy. I don't know what that clicking is. It's actually bothering me. Again, another thing added to the game. I don't know what it's doing. A little bar keeps popping up at the bottom of my screen and clicking. It's my sprint bar. Lovely. Put a little trick shot on this last guy. Gotta make sure he's one shot before we do, though. That can't be him. No, it's not. Hashtag bring rank back. Please tell me it's an AI so I can hit a trick shot. More than anything, I want it to be an AI. There's no way it's a good player. Chill, Danny. Had to phase in. Alright, so what are my thoughts on Chapter 7? It's a love-hate. I think the game went in a better direction. I still think it's too much. You got way too much stuff going on, and it's too much for anybody to think about. We need to stop, as a community, encouraging it, for one. Be like, oh my gosh, it's absolutely insane. Stop. Stop. It is insane. The building and editing part of the game is as insane as it needs to be. All right. We don't need to add things on top of it. So I really hope that that's the direction it's moving, because it's a lot less crazy than the beginning of Chapter 6, in my opinion. Outside of everything happening on the map, like there was not this much stuff going on the Chapter 6 map. We have balloons flying everywhere, anomalies changing the way the map works every 2 seconds, flying in on a tsunami. I mean, it's I get it and I don't. Like, you should create game modes for stuff like this. I don't think you should put it in the core game, and that's just my opinion. But yeah, I think the game's going in the right direction. Please, Epic Games, fix NA Central, even though you have no idea who I am and probably never will, but please fix NA Central. I'm begging you. Fix DirectX 12 crashing and take the twin hammer pumps out of the game and bosses. If it sounds like I'm complaining, it's because I am. Goodbye.